Hey guys, Joey here. Just want to make a quick video on the new Miasma mechanic in Zenless Zone, because not everyone knows what's going on against these new enemies with Miasma, and this fat fucking Elden Ring looking boss that's giving me trouble. But lucky for us, the CN side has done their testing and we are going to learn from them. So if you like the content, feel free to subscribe and let's begin. Starting off with Miasma Contamination, this mechanic happens when you are attacked by certain enemies that can apply the Miasma Corruption, and it's going to display a purple bar at the bottom of your screen. So what this does is that if you continuously take damage with the Miasma Corruption, it's going to keep building up the bar, and once the bar is fully built up, it's going to remove 15% of all agents' current HP, not maximum HP, luckily for us. And enemies with Miasma Shield up, which we'll be talking about next, will be able to build the bar 30% faster than usual. Now on to the important mechanic, which is the Miasma Shield, and the CN side have tested it and it shows that it increases the enemy's base defense by 80%. So for example, the new Priest boss has a base defense of 60, and with the 80% increase, it effectively becomes 108 after taking into account the defense calculation formula. So now you're probably thinking of defense reduction or ignoring effects, and yes, they do work, but another thing to take note is that the shield also reduces enemies' damage taken by 25%. Now once the enemy goes into Miasma shield phase, you're still going to be able to build the days meter, and you can still see it at the enemy's HP bar here. However, one important note is that the shield doesn't reduce the days taken. So the same amount of days is going to be applied with or without the Miasma shield as shown here. You're going to be able to build until 99.5% of the days meter before having to break the Miasma shield in order to continue the days. Now further testing from the CN side also shows that the shield actually decays at a rate of 1% per second from 100% before stopping at 10%. Do take note that this might differ between different enemy types. When enemies have the shield, agents with interruption skills such as Evelyn will also not be able to interrupt them. Now once you break the Miasma shield, it's going to deal purified damage to the enemies, and this is going to deal 15% of the enemy's maximum HP and 3% of the enemy's maximum HP in the new Task Force Investigation mode. While you break the shield, it also restores 50% of the energy bar, including Adrenaline for each run. Now with the Miasma shield mechanic explained, how do we deal with it? The CN side tested and found out that each agent has a fixed Miasma shield reduction value, which is not tied to the damage calculation formula, and based on the in-game descriptions, ultimates, parries, and dodge counters will deal more reduction value to the shield. So CN did testing on Evelyn and Ishran and found out that their ultimate deals around 700 reduction value to the shield, parries deal around 400 reduction value, and their dodge counter deals around 220 reduction value. So after further testing, in general for all agents, their ultimates will deal around 500 to 900 reduction value, their parries will deal around 300 to 400 reduction value, and their dodge counters will deal around 100 to 300 reduction values. So they recommend that you guys should save your stun and support agents ultimates for the Miasma shield phase, and focus on parrying when you have assist points, especially since the enemies like to use attacks with the gold indicator. So you can see here that they start spamming the gold indicator, you can deal multiple parries. And also, to use your EX specials and not to overcap on energy, since you will be refunded 50% energy or adrenaline. And that comes to the end of the CN's explanation on the Miasma mechanic. Hopefully you guys managed to learn from it and will be able to deal with the bosses from now on. Follow me on Twitch and see you guys. Take care.